Alright, so now that we're done with the rules and policies, let's go take a look at the Sources tab. You use the Sources tab to select profiles to edit and or to create new migration, deduplication, or deletion profiles. Sources are defined on the Sources tab to specify profiles that describe how to manage files you want to migrate, deduplicate, or delete. A list of available profiles indicates the volume location of the source files to migrate, the storage pool server destination for the migrated files, and other options that determine candidates for migration. All right, let's go ahead and create a migration profile. Click on the new blue icon, and you're going to select the source server type, which is local for our purposes. I'm going to select the E volume, which is the one that I want to do. I'm going to give this a name, which is migration profile for the disk to disk. I'm going to cut and paste this because I'm going to use it a little bit later. Now you're going to want to set the includes or excludes. Drill down on our volume and find the volume or the folder that you want to migrate. Click on disk to disk and select this option. Now this option allows you to either include or exclude the path, or you include the subdirectories or not include the subdirectories. I'm going to include both. Click OK, and now your include path has been set. Now you want to set the pool or the destination where you want to migrate these files to. And you'll notice that you have either a network share, a mapped drive, an ArcServe group, an HP IAP device, EMC Centera, BrightStore EB, TSM Tivoli, or an HCAP. For the purposes here, we're going to select a mapped drive. Click the blue icon again, and I am going to migrate to the F volume, which is a local disk on this particular server. I am going to cut and paste the name of my file or the name of my profile, and that will be the folder that's created. Click on create, then click OK. So now your pool or your target has been defined. Next is if you want to set any wildcard filters for this particular migration profile. And I want to set that I do not want to migrate any MP3 files. So star.mp3 or wildcard.mp3. Click OK. Now we will no longer migrate any MP3 files. As far as the rules and policies are concerned, we leave a 4K stub behind in a Windows environment, or a sys volume environment, so it doesn't make any sense to go below 4K. So we're going to adjust this to 4K. And then the maximum, I'm going to set this at no limit for the demonstration purposes, but you can type in whatever number that you want or leave it with no limit or the maximum of 100 meg. You can also adjust the migration days after last modified, and I am going to set this for 0 for the purposes of this video. And I'm going to keep last modified, but you also have last accessed and created in the creation date. Again, this is a remigration. You can set this. This is a little bit more specific than the restub on close. This will remigrate a file or retruncate the file back into a stub 30 days after last accessed. You would probably want to use this if you had groups that are using files. They had annual files that they needed to use, and they're going to be using them maybe for a month. So they recall those files, use them for a month, and then they re-archive them. And again, you can save all this as a template. So let's save that as a template. Again, the name of the template and the information and the path where that template is going to be created. Click on Save. Click on OK. So now our migration profile has been created, and you'll notice that we now have some information that's coming back to us. The total space in the pool, we have 56% available to us. The pool space in use is 1.33, and we have available space in the pool of 55.464, or 98% available to us.